Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I definitely appreciate you joining me today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Now this is a watch, guys, that I've been requested to review numerous times, and I'm not quite sure why. It's really just a different colorway of a watch that's been out for, gosh, at least 6 or 7 years. I'm happy to review it. But people are really interested in seeing this particular colorway of this Citizen Promaster watch reviewed. Now, you would think that this particular colorway, the Pepsi variation, where you got the blue and red bezel, would have come out years and years ago, just like I thought maybe an orange variation of this watch, an orange dialed variation of this watch would have come out years ago, even like a yellow dialed variation. But anyway, they finally got around to doing a Pepsi variant of this watch. I think it's really cool. I mean, I've loved this watch for years and years and years, and I think it's a really fantastic watch, and I do love this new colorway. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel. If you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel, I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Guys, nothing new here. All right, so you've got your typical Citizen outer watch box here, and y'all know with Citizen Promaster watches, you either get the little mini scuba tank or you get the little small Pelican style case. This is the Pelican style case version. Let's open this up. Now, I've had the OG version of this watch for, gosh, 7 years now? Is that right? I think I got it back in 2015. I think I made it my watch of the year back in 2015, if I remember correctly. Yes, I did. In fact, I'll go ahead and put that little thumbnail right over there for you. So that was the watch I made 2015's watch of the year. That's the one that came on the OG stainless steel bracelet. I think 99% of these, and I think Saya Japan used to still have them. In fact, let me go ahead and bring this thing in real quick. This is the OG version, guys. It came out back in 2015. It came on a stainless steel bracelet. They don't come on stainless steel bracelets anymore that I'm aware of. I think Saya Japan used to sell it on the stainless steel bracelet, but I think he stopped doing that a while ago. But anyway, this is the OG version, man. One of my favorite watches of all time. Love the stainless steel bracelet. Really quality stainless steel bracelet. And as y'all know, Citizen does great work with their bracelets, whether it be stainless steel or titanium. So that's one of the reasons why I really love this stainless steel bracelet. Got the really cool dive extension built right in, right there. You can see it's got, a few scuffs on it, but that's to be expected from a 7-year-old watch now? Love this thing, absolutely love it. So this is the OG version, black dial, black bezel, right there. You can't get these anymore. Again, I'm 99% sure nobody has any more of these. And I think Saya stopped selling them a couple years ago, maybe. I'm not quite sure. If you can find one, snap it up because it's very rare. All right, so there's the OG version. Let's go ahead and check out this new one. Now, I got this new one from Macy's. I've been getting a couple watches from Macy's, and guys, I have to be honest, man, I'm a little disappointed. Every time their boxes show up, the box has been kicked. It looks like it's been, used to play some football or soccer or something. The boxes always show up all messed up. I'm talking about just the outer shipping box. I have not been impressed with Macy's at all. And this watch, unfortunately, continues that tradition. This watch has a whole bunch of scuffs on the case back. And obviously, I'll be sending this back. I am not impressed with Macy's, man. They've got great prices. I think this one was like $250. Whereas on the Citizen website, I think it's $350, I believe. Yeah, $350. So I got a great deal, but unfortunately the great deal turned out to be not a great deal because the case back is all scuffed, and I'll show you that. All right, so here it is. I mean, y'all know the basic specs. I'll go ahead and tell you the basic specs of the watch, but y'all know the basic specs. Again, the watch itself, other than different colorways, hasn't changed for, gosh, 7 years, something like that. So no major changes, just different colorways. Again, I'm really looking forward to a orange dialed version or a yellow dialed version. I would think that, I think that would look fantastic with this watch. Anyway, before I tell you the specs, let me show you the case back real quick. All right. I don't know if you can see this. See all the scratches right there? Look at all the scratches, man. This is a brand new watch. There you go. You can really see it now. Good. What the heck happened to this thing, man? Anyway, there are all the scratches. So obviously this one's going back. Anyway, let me go and tell you all the 7 specs that you need to know. 7 specs you probably already know. It's a 44 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 11.5 millimeters thick. It's 50 millimeters lug to lug. It comes on a 20 millimeter polyurethane strap. Of course, it's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's got the venerable E168 movement with about a 6-month power reserve. Citizen puts that E168 in a ton of watches, man. And it has a mineral crystal with an AR coating. Again, check all the other specs down there if you want to see all the other specs that it comes with. You know, like it's got a screw down crown over here, 4 o'clock. You know, it's got the date over there at 4 o'clock. All the other stuff. Check all that stuff down there. So guys, it's really not much, honestly, to go over with this watch other than the fact that it's a Pepsi colorway, which I have always loved. I think I've got the Patty, like the new turtle, the Seiko turtle Patty, that comes in a Pepsi colorway. This is one of the ones where the actual dial is actually blue as well. Most of the other color variations have a black dial, and then the bezel has a different color to it. This is one of the few that actually has a different color dial, with this one being the blue. And there's tons of different versions of this watch, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop them up all over the screen because there are tons of different versions of this watch. You got the black dial, black bezel. That's the original, the OG that I showed you. You got the black dial with the blue bezel. You got the black dial with the gold bezel. You got the Pepsi blue dial, blue and red bezel. That's this one. You got the black dial, green bezel, green dial and green bezel, red dial and red bezel, a military green, looks like this is a JDM version only. It's a military green dial and a military green bezel and a military green strap. You got the JDM Iron Man version. This is part of the Every Moment is a Miracle series. So you got the JDM Iron Man and the JDM Captain America. Again, both of those are part of the Every Moment is a Miracle series, and those are meant for the Japanese domestic market only. So again, guys, there are tons of these different watches, tons of different colorways. They're all exactly the same so far as the movement goes, the dial goes. I mean, they're fantastic watches. This was, again, one of my favorite watches when it first came out. It's still to this day one of my favorite watches. It is a shame that the case back is all scratched up, man. That's just ridiculous. It is all scratched up. The dial and the bezel, everything else looks great, but that case back is really messed up. Let me go try it on the wrist here real quick. Then I'll show off that Lume. There you go. Good looking watch, man. I've always loved these watches. I think y'all have loved them as well. Not crazy about these straps. That's why I got it on the stainless steel bracelet way back in the day. I've just never been a fan of these particular straps from Citizen. I think they're just a little too stiff. These don't have the no decompression limits printed on it, but these are also pretty stiff, man. That's just the way they are. So anyway, let's go ahead and take this off. Let's go ahead and kill the monitor. I got a couple new monitors, man. I'm trying to figure out how to work these things. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Y'all know these have fantastic lume. This is some sort of Citizen Proprietary mixture here. I'm sure it's some sort of LumiNova, SuperLumiNova. Anyway, there you go. And you know what? While we're at it, let's check the lume out on the old one. Yep, same thing. Wow, really, really cool. All right, guys, that's really been about it for this one. Let's go ahead and cut everything back on. Tell me what your thoughts are. Again, this one's a little bit more expensive just because it's brand new. It's got a different colorway. Would you be willing to pay a premium for a different colorway of a watch? Some people would. I mean, me personally, I'd probably wait for this thing to come out and be, just like the rest of them, about 100, 200, and I don't know, $220, something like that. Save yourself 20 or 30 bucks. But if you got to have it now, you don't mind spending the extra 20, 30 bucks. Sometimes it might be as much as like, I don't know, 40 extra dollars. But this one right now is 350 bucks on Citizen's website. I really wouldn't recommend doing that just because you're paying a huge premium for this watch being brand new. But hey, do what you want. If you want to, spend more money, spend more money. It's entirely up to you. But guys, that's really been about it for this one. Again, I'll make sure to put that link to Citizen's website right down there at the bottom in the description field for you. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate when you do that. I've got some really cool watches coming up here in the next couple weeks, so make sure you all stay tuned, and I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.